Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Youth English Society podcast. I'm Ahmad Ghazal Barak, and with my friend,
I'm Ilham Anugrah Pamungkas.
as a host today, we're joining you for a fun and inspiring chat today. So, Ilham, what are we gonna do and talk about in this first ever podcast in Youth English Society?
Okay, this time we'll be discussing the study exchange experience, which is certainly a dream for many students. We have two special guests here and who participated in the Hiraya exchange. They are Pera and Vira. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So, how are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, okay. It's really nice to hear.
Okay, we're gonna talk a lot about the program exchange that you have already attended, right? It's called the Hero Exchange. I'm really curious about the preparation and the reason why are you able to attend on that Hero Exchange. So can you tell me, guys, what made you to decide to apply for the Hero Exchange? Have you ever have a plan on that, or that Hero Exchange have something that interesting that made you apply on that?
Yeah, actually, for me, Filipina is my dreamland. I love their movie, I love their culture, and their natural view like that. And then, actually, the the
Culture, the vibes, the entertainment,
kesempatan.
the
Oh,
opportunities.
Opportunity
Okay.
is belong to my friend actually.
Oh.
The lecture offer it to Gavira, but because I heard about that, I really excited to join her.
Oh, so you're joining with your friends with Fira.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
it sounds good that you can make your dream comes true. That your dreams is want to be in Filipina.
Yeah, I really glad to be there, experience a new thing.
Yeah, and also for me, because this is my first time to go abroad, so
Yeah.
maybe it's a little bit like exciting, and I need some more preparation for my mental, like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do there?
Oh yeah, because it's just your first you going
And,
abroad, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's very exciting feeling because it was the
Yes.
first time, right?
Okay, speaking of preparation, what was the preparation process like from administrative matters, applications to visas? Were there any challenges you faced?
Yeah, because Filipina is part of Asian, so we don't need visa because and Hiraya program is not more than 1 month, so we only need passport. But my passport actually already expired that day. But fortunately, my KTP is from Bandung, so it's easier
Easy.
to apply the passport.
So this is very easy for you because you have identity card that from Bandung.
Yeah, Bandung have this different bureaucracy. They have Gampil, if you know. Gampil is
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's my first time hearing that.
Gampil is application that's only for Bandung people.
Ah, I
And
see.
you only need 1 week to proceed your passport. Not like in the outside of Bandung, you need 1 month and more like that.
Wow, that was so quick for me.
Yeah, that was a very interesting question. So for those of you guys who are Bandung and struggling to get a passport, you can checkly and try that program, the Gumpling, right?
Yeah, Gampil.
Okay, so next, I have some curiosity about that. When you take this exchange, I wanna ask that what courses that you got there? I mean, academically, what are you learning about there when you go into the Philippines and take that exchange program? And is there a difference identically on the educational that you learned there? And how did you adjust from the differences?
Actually, there's no specific like courses, but we took like 3 main course. There's like no, it's 3, 4, I guess.
No, it's 3 courses.
Courses. Okay.
Like the first you have to learn about their
Cultural. Okay.
cultural, like you have like made your own food
Oh.
there, and also learn their language, and also many more, I guess. And also we have like learned about sustainable development goals.
Ah. I see.
And when we moved to Batangas, we learned about like community service
Hmm?
and how to empowerment the community. And the last place is we moved to Bicol, and there's a lot of more like agricultural reserve.
Oh, so you took different places in Philippines.
Yeah.
So, did you feel that any differences between that 3 places that you have been there?
Yeah.
Well, what you can tell about is there the environment or the vibe, the feeling, or the studies that you took?
Generally, there's like we've been like in Manila and Batangas and also Bicol, the last place. In Manila, it's more like metropolitan city. Like in Indonesia, maybe you will see as like Jakarta. I guess.
Oh, so
Yeah.
still like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also Batangas is more like a province, like
Oh,
If-
country road like
If
Yeah.
it is feel like in Jakarta, so many building there, right?
Yeah, big building
Okay.
like skyscraper.
skyscraper. Oh,
Yeah.
So it is
wow.
a big city.
Yeah, very big city.
Okay.
So it's very wonderful when you go like walking at night, like you have like all the lights city around.
Yeah, when we arrive there, we arrive at like 7 or 8 p.m. and it's already night. So when we drive to the bridge, we see city light.
Ah.
and also the traffic.
But oh,
Yeah,
they got traffic too.
is
in the-
similar,
Yeah, they have
like
Similar like
yeah.
Jakarta. Wow, I thought
I'm
I thought
curious
like Indonesian
if
only that
There
had
is a
traffic.
traffic there, so there are a lot of cars and motorcycle.
Yeah.
Maybe motorcycle not, but cars
Oh.
yes. And their transportation is really variative. Like
Okay.
you have jeepney and PM jeepney
Okay.
and bus and trans bus, UV express, and then train.
Okay.
Many things.
So it's less motorcycle then.
Yeah.
Oh, so it slowed the traffic with cars and
Yeah.
a lot of 4 wheels on that traffic.
Yes.
So I'm curious too about when you travel around that 3 different cities in the Philippines. Did you take the public transport?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you take when you go into their different places?
Different
I personally try to ride jeepney myself
Ah.
because when we have free time, I
Yeah.
sneak out.
Oh.
Yeah, to Intramuros, and I going with jeepney and PM jeepney.
How is that feeling when you go to the public or when you feeling that ride that public transportation on the
At
Philippines?
the first, I feel really confident, but when I figure it out that the driver cannot talk in English,
No.
I got very
That
nervous.
was hard, must
Yeah, they only talk in Tagalog and I cannot.
So how do you communicate with them?
I show my phone and just like you know this street like this street like this Mariana thing gitu. And they just yeah but it's still not working.
No.
They drove me to wrong place. But it's okay because the transportation back there very cheap. So
Ah.
it's okay if you go around, you still only maybe paid like 10,000 something.
Oh, so you can take it
No,
multiple
it's like
times because it's cheap.
6,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
beside try the public transportation, which is bus, have you ever tried the train there?
Yeah.
Train?
Yeah.
How about
When
the
we-
experience?
When we go to Makati.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not following
Oh, yeah,
them
yeah.
to Makati.
When I go to the Makati, it's like the MRT is like disposable, I guess. Like
Disposable.
yeah,
Oh.
Possible card.
card. So
Ah,
it's you
yeah.
have to turn it back to the
You
Oh,
paid for
so-
the card,
Yeah.
and then you give it back when you
done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I
It's
will
quite
do that.
different with Indonesia.
Yes,
Ah.
it's very different. Okay, so we're gonna next into the next discussion that we're gonna talk about the live life, and I wanna talk about the next of curiosity of myself that about the culture that you've been talk about and you've been took there in the Philippines after we take a break in here. So that now we continue to our next discussion about the life experiences that you both got into there when you in the Philippines that you took the exchange program, and we're gonna talk a little about more the culture that you've learned from there.
Now, this is the most exciting part. What is your the most memorable experience? Did you experience any culture shock there?
Yes, I do because like the majority there is like Catholic,
Okay.
Okay.
religious. Meanwhile, I'm
Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim,
Okay.
and it's like hard to find halal food.
Ah,
Yeah, and
okay.
also the
Oh.
prayer room.
And also hard to find a mosque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
they don't really have enough most.
yeah.
Okay.
And then for me, the most memorable thing is when we go to. It's not we actually. It's my personal experience.
Okay,
I
okay.
go to Intramuros by myself, and there Intramuros is a Spanish language for within the wall. So the city is inside a big wall. It's
Oh,
it's
wow.
built in the colonial era of Philippines. And then the city is really vintage, like it's built by a stone and bridge, and they have a lot of Catholic building like church, old
Oh,
church.
Okay.
Yeah,
The old vintage
Okay.
photo things, right?
So
Yeah.
we can say that's different, very different from Manila.
Intramuros is part of Manila actually. It's the district, one
okay,
of
okay.
District in Manila. We stay in the Quezon City district, and then I go to Intramuros by jeepney. For the information in Philippines, they have very variety of transportation. Like they have jeepney, they have PM jeepney,
UV
they
Express.
have UV Express, and then MRT, and then like minibus and big bus, like everything.
Oh, that's a lot of varieties are the public transport. So
Yeah.
wow, that's so varied, right?
So what kind of transportation that you ever tried?
I ever tried the MRT one. It's like you have to turn back your ticket card.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're done, it's like disposable card.
Oh
So
wow,
you
no.
you, you
Yeah,
don't
that's
have
the-
to go back
to
to
You
bring
don't
it
need
back
back
to
to-
to save it yourself,
Yeah.
but the machine it save it for you
oh
in the
wow.
outside of the halte.
Yeah, that's a new thing. There's no one here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
That's different from Indonesian transportation.
Yes,
Yes.
we haven't
Yeah.
got one. So I have a curiosity more that you both are guys that from student international relations student, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of international relations student, how did you guys build a network of friends when you got into their exchange program in the Philippines, and how do you talk to the local or an international student there?
I think there's no differences between the local and international student.
Oh.
But it's more challenging because you have to use your English like all day. So
all the
it's
time,
like
right?
it's like I have to persist in my mind what word gonna come out to my mouth, like I'm gonna to say.
That's very exhausting.
Yeah.
That's very exhausting because we're not usually to talk English all day,
Yeah.
like all the
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
That is a challenge, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and even for the local people, like the Manila people and the Bicolonial Bicolan people, they have different language too. They cannot understand each other, so they also use English in their
Oh.
daily basic language.
Oh, to bridge their communicating, their use
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
I
that could
see.
be a fun fact for us
Yeah.
about Philippines.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like in a very nation we
Yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah.
like different
Yeah.
local language.
I mean,
we
they're
talk in
they are
Indonesia.
sometimes using their language in their country, but Philippines, I guess, has so many variety
Local
of language.
language, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If in Indonesia we have bahasa pemersatu, which is Indonesian.
Yeah.
That's right.
They don't have it, so they use English instead.
Wow.
Ah, okay, that's a fun fact. No.
Okay, so as an international relations student, this experience must have been invaluable. In your opinion, how has the experience of living in another country enriched your understanding of international relations?
Oh, for me, in international relation, we have this course which about gender equality,
Okay.
and in Indonesia, maybe it's hard to find the example, like the
okay.
real movement. We're not really strong in that area of life, but in Philippines, they support that kind of equality, even the LGBTQ.
Ah,
They
okay.
support it inside the university. It's really different from Indonesia.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
Indonesia, we are more religious, but in there, it's kind of secular.
So they
People,
accepted,
yeah.
right? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I see. So, when you got into the exchange program in the Philippines, you took into three different places, right?
Yeah.
So you may have been explored several places. So what I want to ask is like, do you have any recommended must-visit places that might our listener or our watchers one day go to your destination country?
For me, it's like you have to go to Gubao. It's like
okay.
Braga, I guess. It's
Oh.
there's a lot of street food, and also
Okay.
you have to
Aesthetic.
go to Makati.
Makati.
Makati is
okay.
like SCBD, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
it's
it's
more like
Okay.
metropolitan city.
Oh,
Or
it's
is that a big city?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in
Like
Manila.
Jakarta?
yeah, and there's a lot of big building. there.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's very beautiful if we walk in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have ever tried the local the street food in there? Did you ever test it? What the
Yeah,
street
we
food?
try Italian food.
Oh, okay.
And oh yeah, Jollibee. We tried Jollibee for the first time. Jollibee is
Oh
really,
yeah,
really
I heard that.
famous.
That's very famous on the internet.
yeah.
How's the taste?
We cannot describe it correctly.
but-
Like it's
What?
very different kind of spice in that, like it's sweet but it's sour but it's it's complex flavor.
Oh, okay.
But I think Jollibee is like it's more taste for me. It's like we Indonesian people
okay.
is mostly like to
Spices in
Yeah.
our food, but in
Okay.
there, the original food is quite
Plain
tasteless.
and yeah.
Ah, so the
Okay,
Jollibee
okay.
one was most
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
That's right.
okay.
I think we should try it.
Yeah, sometime if we go there, maybe
I'm
you
curious
have to go
actually.
one day if we go to the Philippines,
Honestly.
we need to try the Jollibees.
And I have another recommendation.
Okay.
You can also go to the Bicol. Bicol is a nice place because they have a fresh air since it's full of green there. Like they have wild forests. Like when you fly in the top of the province, you can see everything is green.
Oh,
Really,
it's like-
really green. There's no mining. No, there's
Oh,
they
okay,
don't have
okay.
mining there.
No, there's no
Okay.
been under any activities, right?
and there's no industry thing like public.
So
They
it's
don't
just,
have
it's just,
it.
it's just a forest.
There's
It's
no
just like
factory
wild
there.
national
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah,
okay.
like it's
Wow.
more traditional and eco-friendly, and
Okay.
yeah, it's good for
Sounds
your breath. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it is safe there. Like is there like when you go there, is there any guards there protecting?
Yeah, the people in there, they have very great, very excellent hospitality. They
Okay.
serve you even they don't know you, even the
Wow.
stranger.
Yes.
Yeah, they really serve you like, what do you need? We can
Yeah.
serve it for you.
Very kind.
Very
Yeah.
kind.
Very kind.
Very kind.
And
I really want to go
even
there.
when we eat together with our buddies, like we there have some buddies to guard us.
Yes.
They taken food for us.
Oh.
They really
Okay.
kind. They put us
Wow.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
The people is really, really, the hospitality is really great.
So they like don't compare like the local or the foreigners. They treat one like
Yeah.
like their local.
So
Wow.
they are so polite.
Yeah.
I mean, before we talk about a green, a green thing in that city, so there is no pollution,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
air is very good to breathe.
Yes.
And also the most famous, I guess, mount in there is like
Yeah, Mon Mayon.
Mount Mayon.
Mon Mayon, I think oftenly
Got eruption.
So that's why people not build any skyscraper or mining, because when the eruption happen,
Yeah.
Everything is
Oh, so it's to protect that
Drop
place,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
because the situation is very risk to build something
yeah.
there.
Yes.
That's why the environment is really going well, like natural.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we're enough on that discussion that we're gonna next into talking about the impact of the self-development and about the career when you have got into the Hiraya exchange program after we got into this break. Okay, now we talk about the impact of self development and then about the career itself when you got into the exchange program in the Philippines.
So this segment will be this segment will be great to hear for you all if you want to improve your skill and want to find a good career for yourself. So my first question is for this segment: after returning home, which skill did you notice the most improvement in? Was it more confident in your English or was it more adaptability?
I think for me, because like we have to do a lot like interaction or start the conversation with international people even, I think the most valuable thing that I had to do is like I made improvement for me is like I'm going to more socialized for like other international relations student and also
Okay.
and the other campus too. Like
So that's good
I see,
then.
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, and if from my side, maybe in there we learn also not about ER but also about agriculture. So it's add some knowledge to our pengetahuan.
Yes, knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, and then so we can apply it if we want to do business, like because they well known with their tarot thing. They have tarot spirit, they have tarot drink, everything about tarot. They have great tarot quality. So if we want to do business,
Wow.
it can be.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, have you ever tried that taro flavor?
Yeah, and
That-
we
was
love
It
it.
was really that good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Even if there's halo is like es campur in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we made it like it basically with tarot
Tarot
gem,
spread,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
They
okay.
mix it.
It kind of very similar or just a little bit different with Indonesia food.
The taste, the flavor, it's different actually, because the eight of the taro, it's more like yeah, sweet but taro flavor. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I have some question too about this self-development things. Like you've got into any other experience that you've learned in any courses that you've learned in the Hira Exchange program in the Philippines. So from what you've experienced, is there any that can help of your career prospect in the world of international relations? Has it opened up your horizon to a broader career paths?
Yeah, it's connect us as abroad people. You know, you can, if you need something from abroad, you can ask your friend there. And we kept contact with our friend in the Philippines and Malaysia and
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
so you guys have a wider connection. To
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more connection that you have, more opportunity that you will get.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
sure.
That's right, Ilham.
Okay. The question next is, would you recommend this program to others after you have experienced it? And
Absolutely.
what tips do you have for passing the Hiraya exchange selection process?
Okay.
For pacing.
For pacing, actually, it's more like your language. You need to do IELTS test, which is not cheap. You know,
Yeah.
it's a bit expensive for us
Us.
as undergraduate
Yeah.
student. And then the second one is your passport. If you are from outside of Bandung, you need to
Wait a moment.
not wait. You need to apply your passport at least 2 months before.
2 months?
Yeah, 2 months before.
That's too long, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's you need to prepare it for like a long time before it.
yeah, because the antrian like
Oh,
very long.
The queue is very long.
Yeah,
That made the process is more long.
yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, I guess for myself, I was very interested for this exchange program, right? Because you got to get new experiences. Like when we talked to Fira and Fera, we know that how was the Philippine culture was. We taste the food there, like,
Yeah.
and there's so
That's right.
many facility that we got. This was the like. You must try this exchange program, like.
Yeah, we learned so much from their experience, so we can know deeper about exchange program.
By the way,
What is that?
Unicom also have this program. It's
Oh,
called
what is it?
Unicom Scholar, which is gonna be happen in this October,
Yeah.
and maybe it could sustainable like every years we going to make it. And this exchange program is free because we have cooperation with in the university. And if you interest, maybe you can try to apply to the exchange. It's
Yeah, but you have to prepare your passport and your
Okay.
round trip airfare.
yeah.
Okay.
So for if there's someone that our listener or our watchers that are interested, where did they get that further information about the Tikam exchange?
Oh, maybe you can access it in Unicom website because it will release there, and maybe in Instagram.
Yeah.
Just check it out.
Or to follow up the information.
Yes.
Yeah, or if you want to come in offline, you can go to 16th
16th floor.
floor and apply to Fahrezi. He is the committee of this Unicom Scholar.
Okay, so stay tuned on that information, okay, guys. If for one of you that might want interested, so just check it out the information that have been told about this. For you that you might want to come to go abroad in there. So I guess that's enough for the discussion of about the impact of self development and the career that you might got into after you've been into the Hiraya Exchange program. And the next of what are we gonna discuss is about the tips and trick for our listener to get into this Hiraya Exchange program after we got into this break. Okay, so now we're down into the last segment about the tips and tricks for our listeners that want to help in a Hiraya exchange program. But before that, I kind of missed something about the conversation from the previous segment about your daily activities because uh, these Hiraya exchange program must be have a scheduled activities, right?
Yeah.
So, can you tell a little bit more about your scheduled activities program when you are in the Hiraya Exchange?
So basically, we're like all for every day, every week. Sorry.
Our daily itinerary already scheduled by the committee, so we only follow their instruction, and they already give it before we going there. So everyone already organized.
Oh, okay. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the detail, like when you got into the morning, what the usually activities, what you got into, and when the evening one, and the one the afternoon.
From the first week, at this morning, like you have to go to UP tourism. What?
Building.
Yeah, it's something
It's
like that.
nearby our hotel, and we have lecture there.
Yeah, the first week we learn about the language, like basic language, and also making hello hello there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
We
what kind
try.
of language did you learn there?
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
Quiet part.
And
It's
and also we learn about like
how to introduce ourselves and the bang bayan
Bang Bayan.
alphabetic like
Oh,
their
so
traditional
so
alphabetic.
you did not only learn
ancient,
about
yeah.
how to conversation about that, but
Yeah.
you also learn how to write the
Yeah.
alphabet. Oh, okay. I
But
see.
the alphabet in Philippine still ABC, right? So
Yeah.
it's still easy to learn.
Yes, in Philippine it's ABC, but in Tagalog,
Tagalog?
they have different
Different words?
alphabetic. Yes,
Oh.
like in Arabic.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's kind of like that.
Okay. So, when you're having in these activities of daily from the first week until the third week, what are you feeling from the first start when you're landing on the Philippines until when you want to go back to Indonesia? What kinds of the weather that you're feeling in the Philippines? Is it the same like in Indonesian, or it has a different feeling when you go into the Philippines?
Actually, I think the weather in Philippines is also the same as Jakartans. Yeah, but I think it's a little bit no little bit. I think there's very humid. Humid earth like
It's
How do you describe?
dry,
but there's no wind.
Oh,
There's no wind?
wow.
Yeah.
So you're feeling like a little bit hot in there
Yeah.
because there's no wind like for you to get the air.
Yes.
even if the wind blowing, it's also hot
Yeah.
because it's dry wind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like it's not fresh.
okay. How about when in nighttime? Is it feel still the same?
In the nighttime, it's more colder, I think. So it's extreme,
It's
like
better.
like in the night and the afternoon, they have a different temperature.
Okay. I see. So, I want to ask about this one again. In your one of the daily activities, maybe you have like some kind of free time, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask about that when you go to the places using this free time. Do you actually remember that the roads that you take, the routes where to go? Maybe you can describe it to for our listener that how is the road that you took and what is the feeling when you get to the road like that when you go to the places where you want.
Yeah, sure. We actually shifting when got sick, sis go out, and
Yeah.
when
Oh.
she's sick, I'm go outside like that.
So she is alone.
Yeah.
We separate,
Yeah.
travel by ourselves.
Okay.
Like I going to Intramuros and she's going to
To
Makati.
Makati.
The one that you've already tell before, like the
Yeah.
common
Yeah.
places. Oh, you actually go there when in the free time.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I want to ask about this also. Like, did one time that you tell that you making some traditional food like in the Philippines? Can you tell about more that how you make it one and like what the recipe that you use and what the ingredient that you use that you are making and how the steps that you do it to make it the food.
I think the first one is you have to put your ice. There's ice like
Ice cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have kolang kaling. Kolang kaling.
Is that a drink?
No, kolang kaling is.
No,
a
it's like
fruit.
like the jelly one, like the
Yeah,
jelly.
like
one.
a jelly.
Okay.
And then you add fruit in it.
Okay.
You can add durian or jackfruit or any fruit you like.
And also red bean.
Yeah, they add red bean in their drink, and then the final one you add taro spread, taro jam. That's what make the halo halo is different from es buah.
And also they
Add milk.
condensed milk.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
is there any food that similar with Indonesian food?
Yeah, I think their soup
Soup?
and adobo. Adobo is like ayam kecap in Indonesia.
Okay. So the taste
Quite
feels similar.
similar, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when you've got learned into the culture of the Philippine, have you got introduced of one of the traditional dresses of their own, of the Philippines one?
Yeah.
Can you describe it how like the traditional one? Because we never seen it before. Like we never haven't known like what is they wearing the traditional one, the Philippine one.
Or maybe the authentic one is balut, but we not really try it. The balut is like aves, burung-burungan, and then
okay.
but it's half mature, half setengah jadi, and then you
okay,
boil
okay,
the
okay.
egg, not with heat but with with spices something.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. What is it? What is it? The name called again?
Balut.
Balut. So maybe for our listener that may be interesting to
Yeah.
for the closest of the traditional of the Philippine. Maybe you can search it out balut for yourself to know that how was the dresses one because like I never seen one before. So this is one interesting for me, and I wanna ask about the into the cultural, like maybe we already talk about the food and then we also talk about the closest one and I'm curious about the games. Is there any games like the Filipinos one that the locals one like used to play the kids one?
Yeah, it's called bird
And
and
trap.
yeah, trap. You know, it's like bamboo games in Indonesia, but they do it while singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are
When
they?
we
interesting.
open and close, we cannot sing it because it's in Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Oh, okay.
We don't understand
Yeah,
what
that's
they
understand.
sing in there.
But you know the rhythm, right?
Yeah, like open, close, open, close, like that.
Okay,
something
okay,
like that.
okay.
But have you tried that you play with the people?
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
student with the
joined.
student?
I joined the dancing time.
Okay. That's interesting.
So the dance is like make sure your foot doesn't
Not trapped
touch
in the bamboo.
bamboo.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, I need to try that one. That's very new on games to me.
And they also have unique clothes, traditional clothes. Their clothes is really colorful, and you know like have a puffy thing in their shoulder.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really beautiful for me.
Wow. But
That's great.
maybe it will be more memorable if you have tried that one before because you can take a photo of that like.
So after the previous segments, we talk about the preparation. We talk about how it can develop our skills and for our career too. And I want to ask, after graduations, what do you want to be? Do you have any dreams? Do you have any dreams that you want to
Maybe that
achieve?
was a tough question, right?
Yeah.
It was like about a future.
This is about future, right?
Maybe for me, because I am taking ER course, maybe I want to be a diplomat, especially in Philippines or Norwegia.
Norwegia.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's
For
nice
me,
place.
I want to be traveler.
Okay. Which country do you want to visit?
Swiss.
Swiss. Why?
Because like I think the Swiss has the same thing with Bicol.
Okay.
Yeah, the place that I mentioned it before. It's like more green and green forest there, and also there's not a lot of factory or industries activities.
So, as far as I know, Swiss like the country with a beautiful mountains
Yeah.
and the river is very clean
Yes.
and blue. So it's like heaven in earth.
Yeah.
It is-
Exactly.
that is paradise for us. So we are about to enter the segments. I think this is the last segments, but like we can say, last but not least, this is about tips and tricks. So the question is, for our listener who are interested, do you have any advice for preparing before going on an exchange program?
Maybe from my POV, you need to bring lightweight clothes, like because in there very dry and hot. If you bring thick clothes,
Okay.
it may be sweaty and smell.
Okay.
Okay,
It,
okay,
it's
I see.
sting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah,
staying.
yeah.
For me, I guess you have to check the currency before you
Okay, okay,
go
okay.
to the money changer.
That's important too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And also, I think this is the important tips for you guys.
Okay, what is
Because yeah, there's if you guys go to the mall or anything
Okay.
who can make pay with debit
Okay,
card.
okay.
Digital.
Yeah. You can use it because it's more cheaper. The currency is more cheaper
Oh,
rather
okay,
than
okay.
you go withdrawing your money or your exchange your money.
Yeah, the rate
Okay.
is lower
Yeah.
when you using the debit card.
Oh, okay. That's very
great.
That's very helpful because we can save a lot of money when using that method, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so and for the me, when you on that Hero Exchange program, you might have some budgeting, right, to spend on your money from the have you prepared before you went on the Hero Exchange program and you flew into the Philippines. So did you have a strategy of to manage your finance while you were there when you want go to shopping and when you want to buy some food or you want to go to traveling, and then how was the money saving tips for the exchange students when they want to go apply and go there?
Back to that again, debit card thing. You know, if you want to pay something, use your debit card first before you use your cash, because if you go to money changer, the rate is higher, and and search your meal price before you go to the restaurant.
Okay.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Because
it's very important.
just in case the meal is very
Yeah, because
expensive and we have less money.
sometimes-
and it's come before the tax before.
Okay, that's right.
Sometimes the restaurant is look like just average restaurant,
like
but
average
when you get
restaurant.
in, oh my god, the
Oh,
price.
oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So search before you get in.
Yeah, but you have to make sure if there's a way to pay with debit card, because there's not I think there's not a lot like who can pay with debit card.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's
okay.
also tricky.
Oh,
Okay,
so
so-
that there are only several places that
Yeah.
can pay with the debit card.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so debit card is part of ourselves in Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you choose to using transportation, choose like jeepney more than minibus or something else because
Okay.
it's cheaper.
Okay.
But it's harder because the driver usually cannot speak English. They only speak Tagalog. So
Oh, no.
you really need to know where you gonna go. Like
Oh.
in the name of the building and or the,
The
place,
place.
near
The street.
Yeah, the
Oh, so you
street.
can tell the driver, I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to stop here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they cannot speak English.
Oh, so the name of the places is enough to tell to the driver where we want to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, and you can download Roam to Roam. It's like our maps, and it's help you to choose which public transportation is cheaper.
Oh, okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice tips.
Okay. Well, I guess we all agree that was such a fun conversations. We have gained so many valuable insight today. Thank you so much for Pera and Vira for sharing your story and such an inspiring experience with us. For all of you listening, don't forget to follow UKM Youth English Society on Instagram at US Unicom for info on events and other cool opportunities. If you are interested in joining the exchange program, don't hesitate to explore the opportunities. See you in the next video. I'm Ilham Anugrah Pamungkas.
And I'm Ahmad Ghazal Mubarak.
Signing off. Stay inspired, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye bye.